Hello. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, Baron Rex and Yana and Silly Hoofprint. And Becca. This fucking jazz, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I love jazz. Okay, wait. There's no feemsh yet. Don't feemsh. Don't feemsh. You may finish. Why is it cutting off in the corner? Oh, because Steam Access is playing. Okay. Let's get the sound on. How are you all? What's up? I removed some of the Hades fish, and it made me really sad to do, but I had to because there were so many that you couldn't get anything else. So I kept one of each category. Wow, basil! Immediate good vibes. Also, let me know the volume with the music and... Oh, okay, we're singing. Rach, a gamer! Welcome! And Timmy, a gamer! Welcome! Let's fucking go! Two of them! Oh god. Everybody's fishing. A Fishmania. Wow. Bear? Bear lore? Bear lore? That is how you save money. That's true. I haven't been to the arcade in so long. I want to go. I want to see if they still have my favorite horse game. It was just like it was a very simple horse racing arcade game where you picked a horse and then they would all go and you just pressed a button at the right time to jump over the hurdles and then you'd get to the end. That was the whole game. It was very easy, I was very good at it, and I loved it very much. And I miss horse game. Yana, exactly. That's the only reason that I liked it. I wasn't very good at anything else, so... Why is the Feemsh so quiet? Why are we singing so much, boys? What's going on? What's kind of the vibe? Oh, God! Hi, bud. Yana, exactly. Easiest game ever made. Electric catfish? God, there is a week till Veilguard, huh? Wow, so I'm going to attempt to play. I think the day, considering it's Halloween, Eva wanted to do a stream. Eva wanted to do a spooky stream on Halloween, and that would be fun, I think. I do want to stream Veilguard, but I am scared that it's going to make my computer erupt into pieces. So we're gonna find out. Okay, here's the question that I have. Like, legitimately. Is anybody going to be here? Is anyone even going to be here? Or are you all just going to be in, like, a Veilguard pit somewhere? You know? Like... Silly Hoofprint. Veilguard comes out on Halloween. Everyone's taking off time off work and shit. I'm just like, am I gonna be alone? Am I just gonna be sitting here while everyone's playing Dragon Age? Veilguardception. That's the thing. Because you all have to send me your guys. You all have to send me your rooks. To Jake. Silly Hoofprint, thank you. Bear, I totally understand. That's the thing.
A beautiful sea mare.
Wow. That's the thing. I'm like, if I stream Veilguard, everyone's going to be playing Veilguard. So I might wait a little bit, maybe? And then everyone can watch me when they've beaten it, and then they don't have to worry about anything anymore. Yana, no! I'll give you psychic control of my video game. How about that? Bear? I mean, we don't know its power. Silly Hoofprint, Godspeed. Yeah, waiting for patches isn't a bad idea. Also, the game costs a lot of money. Even though it isn't as expensive as the very expensive game that Silly Hoofprint's playing, it's still very expensive in Canada. Hi, Gwen. I miss mice. I miss rats. I don't own an Xbox. I don't know how any of that works. It's on a PC also, and Rex, I miss the mice. I could look at the service and see what it costs. I don't know. I like owning things, but it costs a lot of money. Quetzal, welcome! Hey, hey! Are you busy being a doctor? Oh, that's okay. I also promised my friends that I would buy Red Dead Redemption Online so that we could ride horses together. So that's another cost I have to consider. I have to plan out my my Christmas budget, and then I also have to be like, I need to ride a horse. So, Bear, I guess horses are the theme. Well, the thing is, my friends told me that they play Red Dead Online, and they don't even every couple months they just take a walk around the whole map on their horses. And I was like, gotta get me in on that. Are you kidding me? That's why I play video games. So now it's something that I need to do. Like nothing has ever been pitched to me in a more perfect way than that was. You could be like, oh, you can ride a horse and you're a cowboy. And I'm like, okay. But then they were like, look here's some pictures of us taking walks around the whole map. We have like a route that we take up in the mountains. And I was like, okay, I'm sold. That's it. Get me on a horse. Yeah, no, one day I'll join you. I have never played Red Dead Redemption. Well, okay, here's the thing. I never played Red Dead Redemption 2. I played Red Dead Redemption when it came out. and I was a child. I was a teenager, and I was a wimp, and I was scared of everything, and I was scared of doing bad things, and all I wanted to do was get a really good horse. So I spent all my time getting a really expensive horse, the rarest horse in the game that was the fastest and the best, and I loved him. And then some of my buds at the time came over, and they were teenage boys, obviously, so they wanted to fuck around and find out, and they put my horse on the train tracks, and it died. And I never played again. So I don't remember what I named the horse. It's been so long. Rex, I did it, unfortunately. Oh, Bear, is that lore? It's almost wolf level. Well, no, these, I'm still friends with one of those boys. He's actually my oldest friend. He's also my neighbor. There's a lot going on. And then the other one, the one who actually put my horse on the train tracks, is the younger brother of someone I am friends with. There's a lot going on. Timmy, if only. I've always been friends with boys, primarily. Is that news? When I was in elementary school, I was only friends with boys, to the point that, on parent-teacher night, my dad expressed concern. So. It does. That's the thing. Timmy, I don't know. I was not, I mean, as you can probably imagine, I was not a very girly child. I liked Pokemon and Digimon and playing in the dirt with my many boys. And, I guess it was like, why is she not making friends with people that are like her? Why is she only making friends with the boys that... The thing is, every boy... Okay, I've mentioned this before, and I don't want to sound arrogant, and it's very funny. Every boy that I was friends with had a crush on me at the same time. So maybe that was part of the concern. There was a point where 7 boys had a crush on me at the same time. So. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on with child me. I don't know if I was like considered pretty by child boy standards, or if it was just because I liked boy things. But like there were there was this one boy who would hand my mom notes when she came to pick me up from school, being like, I'm going to marry your daughter. So I had two boys who were really close friends. They were like best friends at the time. And that's when I got into wearing collared shirts. And I had two boys that were best friends, and they sat next to each other, and then I sat next to them during class. And one time they were like whispering amongst each other, and I was like, okay. And then they both turned to me at exactly the same time, and they were like, we have to tell you that we both really like you. And my response every time this happened to me, which happened frequently, was to just be like, okay. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, okay. And then we moved on. Yana, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make it sound like it was glorious. It's just funny in retrospect. I had a boy a different boy straight up proposed to me when we were sitting on the swing set together, and my reaction was to stand up and leave because I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay. I don't know, man. Write a memoir of just of all the boys, to all the boys I loved before. Yeah. But I was like, I had a crush on this boy who was my best friend, and he also had a crush on me, and this was common knowledge, but it was like, we were literally like 7 years old, so it was like, we both knew this, and everyone else knew this, but that didn't mean that we were boyfriend and girlfriend. It meant that we were just like two kids who had a crush on each other in the same vicinity. So that was a problem, I guess. And then one day on MSN Messenger, when we were like almost out of elementary school, he messaged me to be like, I don't have a crush on you anymore. I have a crush on this other girl. And I ran into the living room and crying. So. Becca, powerful. There were a lot of girls that didn't like me for specifically this reason, which was funny because I was just a little creature who didn't know what the fuck was going on and didn't ask for this. So, very welcome. It was like, oh my god, Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day. You know, every Valentine's Day, everyone would make their little craft paper, like heart-shaped pockets, and hang them on their desk, and then everyone would like go around and put the little paper, little cards that they bought at Walmart in the thing, and I would be the bitch with like full boxes of chocolate. And Jesus. People would give me like full gifts. Full like heart-shaped boxes of... Bear, that's really powerful. Welcome to lore time. I thought I'd mention this on stream. I get confused about things that I mention on stream and things that I guess I imagine mentioning on stream. Who knows? Ah! My trauma! Well, and then it was really jarring because immediately going into middle school, that just stopped. You know? Timmy, yeah, it's the thing. Like, everyone had a crush on me in elementary school, and then I went to middle school, and immediately, like, nobody liked me anymore. It's not cool anymore. Oh, Yana and Rach with the shared lore. All of the thing is, I had two boys who I knew liked me in middle school. And they were both like nerd boy hermit nerd boy incels. So Rage. What? Rage! Oh, Rex Bud, you can do it. Love is out there. Mostly on the internet for me. Airy lore. Oh, Yana. You know, it's something. I was really nice to people in middle school and high school, and that was to my detriment, I think. I was really, really nice to the boys that were very clearly psychotic, and they liked me for that. And that wasn't good. Rex, no! I'm sorry, bud. Yeah, Timmy, one of them kind of stalked me. And when I say psychotic, I mean genuinely I mean, like, genuinely I felt threatened. You know? So I kept being nice because I felt threatened, but then that just made them, like... You know? One time... Well, it was like, it wasn't like... We were like... 14? And he would just, like, follow me around at school and, like, follow... And, like, and he had this weird energy, and it was fine. It's fine! One time he sat next to me. I was sitting outside during recess. And he was an edgelord, you know, and he sat next to me and he put his arm around me, even though I didn't give him permission to do that. And he just went, "The things I would do to you." And I was like, okay. And I left. So. One time, and then every time after that, because again, I was mostly friends with boys. My one friend, who's still my friend, when this guy came up, he touched my arm one time, and my friend was like, "I will break your fucking arm." And then he never touched me again. So. Yay! Yay, violence! He was very sane. Huh? Ari, no. It's fine. Like, I'm telling these stories as a funny thing now, because it's fine, and I'm fine, and nothing ever happened, so we can all be like, what the fuck was wrong with people? The other boy who had a crush on me in high school, there were only two that I knew of, was a brony in the year 2010. So you can imagine his sort of place on the social hierarchy in the school. But I was nice to him, so... I felt kind of bad. I was not a brony, but here's the thing. I watched My Little Pony. I don't consider myself a brony because I'm not, like, in the fandom. He wore shirts with the characters on them at school, you know? But I was like... But I thought... And I was like, I watched the cartoon, and it's cute, and I like your Rarity shirt. And that was all it took. It was over. And I was like, I do not reciprocate this. I'm so sorry. But Godspeed to you, bud. I watched... Just going through lore. I watched the entirety of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic while having, like, the most violent nervous breakdown of my life. I used to have, I mean, I used to have these things where, like, when I got really, 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 really anxious,
trout?
the only thing I could handle was watching cartoons made for little kids. Like, I literally felt like if I watched anything more complicated than that, like, I would just implode upon myself like a dying star. So I was really terrible at school, and I was really anxious about being terrible at school and the possibility of flunking out, and my anxiety was so high, and I spent an entire weekend, like, in the fetal position watching My Little Pony. It saved me. Bear, right? It's like, it's a relatable, I'm glad that it's a relatable feel. It's just one of those things, I don't know. One time I watched, like, a TV show literally for preschoolers. Like literally a cartoon for, like, babies, because my mental state was, like, so bad. So, like, I don't know, it was like a coping mechanism. I haven't done it in a long time. Either I'm better, or who knows. Oh, I want to watch Bluey, like, unironically, though. But, like, in a nice way, because it's cute. Probably a good sign. I've seen clips in the little individual episodes, and I do want to watch it. It's so cute. Suck on a fireball, okay? I did also have a phase recently where, because sometimes I would retweet cute My Little Pony fan art if I saw it, and there was some trend, I guess, on TikTok where they were making, like, My Little Pony infection, like, zombie infection AUs. And that was all over my Twitter For You page, like, a few months ago, and I could not stop looking at them. I was like, I've never been so obsessed with something in my life. Like, why are they dying? Please. It was crazy. I loved it. I'm obsessed with it. And then the trend just kind of ended, and I was like, no, come back. They're melting. So I guess in that way I am a brony. I've looked at the My Little Pony fandom. Specifically when they're melting. That's all it takes. Rex, perhaps. I know Eva wants to play Phasmophobia, as I mentioned. And we really want to play Lethal Company again sometime soon. So, who knows what we'll do, but... We haven't played 7 Days to Die in a really long time. Could be fun. I saw Bear playing Phasmo. What about Lethal Company was a struggle? Rex, that is the thing about 7 Days to Die, is once you figure out, like, the ideal base, that's all there is. Like, there's no reason to make anything else. Oh, Bear. I installed a Lethal Company mod that made me and my friends look like creatures. And that was really enjoyable for me. Eva refused to install it with me. But Alex did. So Alex and I were little, like, hyenas running around, pointing at each other. Oh, Bear, we could play together. We could play Lethal Company. If Eva wants to stream it too, and maybe Alex will want to stream it sometime, and then there can be 4 of us, or 2 of us, or 3 of us, or whatever, we could do it. The creatures! Oh, God. Hello, boys. I'm a coward, is the thing with Lethal Company. I'm a coward, and it's like, I either avoid everything, or I reach a breaking point where I just sprint into a dark corridor never to return, because I'd rather be dead. So, those are kind of my two moods. Oh, rage, totally understandable. They added a new creature that everyone's drawing fan art of, and I really like him. And he's like a little worm that you can pick up and hold, and I want him. I think he'll also kill you, but I want to hold him like a baby. Rach, you're getting up there. Who's number 1 right now? It's Becca. Because Becca's cheating. Because she... Mod privileges. There are still 2 achievements in this game that we haven't gotten. I'm like, we have, how many hours do we have in this fucking game? 44.8 hours in this game, in the fish game, and there's still 2 achievements that we haven't gotten. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Becca, that is true. You are literally always here. So I really needed this today. Sometimes you just need to sit with your buds. They're hidden achievements. That's the I don't know what they are. There's 2 of them. 2 of them, and they're hidden. And I'm like, I don't... What do you want from me? There must be a base fish that we haven't found, yeah. Oh, everybody, make suggestions. For sound bites that you would want to be able to summon at will. We have she. And ha 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 ha. Okay, got it.
Look at that little Slavug.
Because I really want to install them. I just, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I also need to figure out what I'm doing because a lot of them specifically ask for bits, and maybe that's best so that people have so many sugar cubes. I'm like, I don't... Becca, I want the honk so bad. I need to find an audio clip of the honk. Second Fireball will scare me That'll be like a jump scare for me. Yeah, I could find a clip of myself saying it. That'd be really scary to be playing a game and then have my own voice suddenly parroted back to me. I don't know what I sound like. A creature! Oh, Timmy, it still brings me joy. Well, no, because you know, you sound different when you speak out loud than when you hear yourself speak. Rex, that's the worst thing that I've ever heard in my life. Oh, Rach, yes. Yeti, welcome! Happy Wednesday! Defeamsh! Sometimes, though, sometimes I'll be like, I'll do this, I'll open my own stream to like, I'll be looking for a part to screen cap for a thumbnail, or I'll be looking for like a clip to make, and then suddenly I'll like lose track of what I'm doing, and the stream will just be playing, and I'll be watching it, and I'm like, what am I doing? That's me. Like, what? Why am I watching myself do the thing that I just did? What am I doing? Oh my god, Yeti defeamsh. So, friend, I'm so glad. $420 vape it or whatever. Nothing is worse than watching a clip of your own stream and laughing out loud. I'm just like, oh god. My arrogance. Huh? Yana, I want to hear. No pressure, actually, but that's so exciting. Becca, that's the scariest thing I've ever heard in my life. Who is Cam Bam? It's been 50 hours of this game. Who is Cam Bam? The creator, where is he? Area, yeah, I can only imagine. Yeti, of course! It's really unimaginable to me the amount of time that I spent refusing to make a Discord server, because I was like, it's going to attract weirdos. And now, instead, all my friends are there. talking about the Pokemon that's just legs. And, Rex, I'm waiting for Amber Isle to patch again. It really broke. It really, like... I'm kind of sad at, like, the state of the game. It was, like, it was a different character instead of Bosco. And then, like, my shovel devolved, and I was just like, I'm tired. Bear, as you should. She's your sister girlfriend. My shovel devolved. I did a quest to upgrade my shovel to the final level, and it was like, now you can find all the last pieces for the museum and get a lot of stuff, and I was like, cool. And then he was like, I have another quest for you, and I was like, okay, and I did that, and my shovel went back to the lowest tier. And I looked it up, and everyone was like, yeah, it's a bug. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm never playing this video game again. I'm tired. I'll probably play it again. Yeah, it was shockingly unpolished for a fully published game. It felt strange. I don't know if it was like developer pressure or what, but like, oh my god. Yeti, I didn't finish the prison game. I don't know what's going on the stream this week. Who knows? I really like the prison game, but I feel unwell. I feel like I must play many games lately. Yeah, it felt like early access. Like, straight up. I know, there's no pressure. It's okay. Bear, I was thinking about a Nuzlocke. The thing is, I was really thinking about a Nuzlocke again. Like, I miss it a lot. But which game? Pentelope! Yeah! I never got very far in Black and White, because we did that for the SummerSlam, so I could start that over and do, like, a full new Black and White run. I could start Soul Silver over again, and just do that again, since we failed. I could start, like, Emerald over again. I could do a different one. Who knows? Timmy, I don't know. I don't know how... If people want a randomizer, I'll do a randomizer. I just don't know what kind of the vibe is, because, like, I feel like it takes away... I don't know. I like being able to kind of plan for things and be like, the gym leader has these Pokemon of this level and of this type. And when you go in, you're gonna fight that, and then if you die, you die. And a randomizer is just kind of like, fuck it, we ball. Like... Yana Emerald's also my favorite. Of all time. I never even got to make a secret base when we did the Nuzlocke. I just passed away. Which is really sad, because it's my favorite part of that game. Bear, when are you completing your... When are you doing your Nuzlocke? You didn't... Do you ever have a dream? Oh, weird drawing of a fish. New record for weird drawing of a fish. Oh, Bear, yeah, your eyes. I mean, you don't have to finish it, or you could start over, or you could never do it again, or you whatever. Like, it's totally up to you and your vibe. I do miss nuzlocking though. It was just really, I liked kind of the mindlessness of it, and also it gave me suicide wolves. Well, I already had suicide wolves, but it let me kind of release that from my body, so. Oh my god, Yana, I know! It gave you the wolves. I have my big jack-o'-lantern mug of tea, and it's great because I don't have to have my hand on a controller or a mouse, so I'm holding it with both hands, and my hands are warm, and his face is lit up, and I'm so at peace. Oh, Becca, thank you! I've been sipping this whole time. You don't even know. In secret. You'll never know. Two of them. Oh, the Finch. God, I'm thinking about Nuzlocks now. Nuzlocks with the legs. Nuzlock where you only have the legs. Oh my god, Timmy and Becca, that was so powerful. That was so powerful. It was simultaneous, two of them. For the Siprax, yeah. I'm trying to remember, like, what Pokemon games exist. It's just, like, left my body, but who knows? Yana, go on? Hey, wait, I'm looking at you directly. Wait, I'm looking at you directly. Please link in the Discord. Thank you. I would love to consume. No! I never tried Pokerogue. I also never tried the one, the Pokemon Fusion, where you fuse them? Where you take the Pokemon and you fuse them together? They did a massive update recently, I think. Ursula's here. Oh, and also, an update that because I was talking about the fact that I was watching the Mike Flanagan shows. So, plug your ears for a second, I guess. I'm gonna say a spoiler for the end of The Fall of the House of Usher. But I just found it funny. So, that show was filmed in Vancouver, and I could tell this instantly by looking at it, as most things are. But nothing really brings me joy like the end scene when Mark Hamill's character is being dragged in handcuffs by the feds, and they're like, he was arrested for federal charges, and I can tell that the building they're dragging him into is the Vancouver Art Museum. And I'm like, wow, what a punishment. What a the punishment fits the crime. They always use that building for, like, municipal stuff because it has big lion statues out by the stairs. But, like, when you see it in a movie, you're just like, okay, what are you gonna do to him in there? Location scouting sounds so fun. Like, yeah, it's probably the most, like, potential government looking building in Vancouver as far as, like, American sort of architecture goes. So, like, I get it. It's got, like, a big wide open courtyard in front of it. Like, I totally understand. It's just very funny. It's budget New York. Every time. And then that show literally starts with them in the church that used to be across the street from where they held the Supernatural convention. Because that church is in an episode of Supernatural. Like, the second they stepped out of the church, I was like, oh, fuck. I've been to the US one time. I've been to Seattle for a Supernatural convention in 2017 with all my friends. And then even I stayed for a week. And we talked about that. I had a mental breakdown because I was in love with her and I thought she hated me. So, big pig. Did I have No, Bear, I don't like that you remembered that. No. Oh my god, Yana, you weren't there when even I gave that lore dump. Yeah, that was Seattle. That's the only time I've ever been in the US. Well, if you don't count, which I don't, being in New York for one night during the Scotland trip, which I refuse to count as times. I was in hell. That was hell. That wasn't time in the US, that was hell. So. And then we left the airport for a moment and we thought we were being kidnapped, so. I was literally thinking about that this morning and being mad, so it's fine. It's been years and I still sometimes... So, you can count airport time. I just refuse. Timmy, I don't know if that's actually true, but we, so they... And I'm gonna say this because it's probably common, but I don't know. In New York, they have, when you get in a taxi, they have a picture on the back of the seat of the driver's license of the person driving so that so you're sitting in the back seat and you can see who's driving. And it was not a picture of the person actually driving the car. So we were like, are we gonna die? Unclear about that. Unclear about what that was, so... Oh, Yeti! Have fun! See you tomorrow, bud. Also, yeah, being familiar with Vancouver while watching any television or movies is just like a fucking hellscape. You know? It's just an absolute nightmare. There's a lot of buildings in Vancouver that look coppery, like they're very and like you can, so like the second that anyone shows a wide shot of a city and it's got these like big shiny copper colored buildings, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, oh god. Bear, that's powerful. I watched Longlegs with ASCII the other day, and the scariest part of that movie was when they were in like a little like townhouse complex, and it was so, because that show was also filmed in Vancouver, I had to look it up. It was so reminiscent of every townhouse complex I've ever been in, like where my grandma used to live, that I was like, this is too real. That was the scariest part of the movie for me. I was like, oh god. Yana, I'll get a picture. The thing is, I need to figure out, like, because I was yelling about it, and ASCII didn't seem like it resonated with her, so it might be, like, the style of, like, the Vancouver area complexes. Like, let me see if I can... Because a lot of these pictures are really modern when you look it up, and that's not at all what I mean. This isn't at all what I'm talking about. Like, none of these are correct. If you watch Longlegs... if you watch Longlegs, then you'll see. Then we'll all see. His legs are not long, and I was really mad about it, so... Rikachu! It's like, let me see if I can... Is there like an image gallery? There is. There's an image gallery of like every fucking frame of Longlegs. So let me... I'm so grateful for people who do this. That's so powerful. Okay, let me put it on screen. Wait. But this is the... I have an aunt who lives in one of these. I had a grandma who lived in one of these sort of areas. Like, this is literally what every fucking one of these looks like here. It's unbelievable. So this gave me like a weird feeling seeing this in the movie, because I was like, have I been here? Okay, so these aren't common. These aren't... Okay, so this is... Your duplexes don't look like this. Okay, see, that's the thing, right? Like, I never see these in movies. Like, people don't usually film in these sort of locations, because this isn't, like... This isn't very... It's not very, like, aesthetic, you know? It's just very... But, like... These are, like, places that usually people kind of retire to. They're, like, considered their own little neighborhoods. They have, like, a community center. This isn't what, like, a typical street looks like. This is just, like, their own little things. They're duplexes? Okay, I don't know exactly what... I don't know the difference between a duplex and a townhouse. I just know that they're houses. But yeah, so that's... That's a nightmare. I was like, I swear to God, I've been to this exact one. I don't know if I have, but they all look the same. So I was like, I'm scared. Okay, yeah, no, this isn't. Yeah, okay, that's a townhouse. All right. Understood. I learned something today. So it's a duplex. Yeah, one time when I was still cleaning, I cleaned in one of those houses. And it was a person who smoked inside. And it was... I was like, oh my god. That's irrelevant to anything, but like, oh my god. There, ugh. God, I hate the cookie cutter. Oh, Yana, you can't post links. Only mods can post links, but if you put it in the Discord, I will perceive. And I will perceive, I will look. I am looking. Becca can post it, yeah, because she's got mod powers. Okay, I'm opening. It's so cute! There's a little river! Wow, there's a little river! Wow, this is so different than duplex hell. Yeah, it's very different. I hate new builds. Like, I hate the new... When you see, like, a new complex coming together and it's the same house over and over and over. Oh my god, it's the worst. Like, at least the like, streets near where I live are, like, houses that were built either in the early 2000s or, like, the 80s or something, and, like, they all look different and they're all different colors, and I'm like, thank god. Yana, yeah, be so grateful. It's the worst. Layover, no. The thing about the duplexes, which is so interesting to me, is that, like, on the outside, they're all so boring. But they're fucking huge on the inside. Like, they're beautiful on the inside. They're incredible. They're like, they have like multiple stories and like multiple rooms, and it's just like, oh, okay. But you look like shit outside. Free me. Oh, 3 of them! Gyarados, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Becca, God, right? That's you need trees and like locations. Becca's my Canadian pal from the other side. We live on 2 opposite ends. I'm reaching. Becca's got those the jelly beans, the houses, you got the do you ever have a dream? I'm still thinking about when Becca was like, have you tried Kijiji? And everyone was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Very good. Becca, I know, that's the problem, is that to me, everything on the East Coast is all the same. I need to be there. I need to see the separation. Bear Kijiji! It's like eBay for Canadians. Yana, you know what? That's actually... Yeah, American Horror, West Coast. Foggy, big trees. We do have eBay. Kijiji's more local. Like, you find things nearby. Becca, do you talk about those roundabouts? Is that you? Don't key smash at me. Answer the question. I'm nodding, okay. I want to come over. I want to see. A Newfie? A Newfoundlander. Newfoundland is a different province. And Newfies, if you think of like, it is a dog breed. A Newfoundland is a dog breed. If you think of a stereotypical Canadian accent, that's what Newfies sound like. Like the one that everyone makes fun of in the movies. Those are Newfies. I mean, maybe I have a stereotypical Canadian accent to you. I don't know. Yeah, they're more of an boot. Oh god, Becca, what have you like? Did I have one yesterday? Oh no, I want to know what the word was. No, yeah, no, that's what I expect though. I know that I sound very... I don't sound stereotypical the way that people think Canadians do. I just sound like a North American. But sometimes it jumps out. Flavorfront, I'm so sad. I want to know what the word was. I love knowing when I say words weird. I am North American. I know that regional dialects exist, I just don't pay attention. People in America who can tell the difference in accent between people like across state lines, I'm like, I don't know. Rach, I want to hear you say big ol'. Timmy, no! Boogle. Bingle. Bingus. Sunnyside. Hi, bud. Rest in peace. Oh my god! What's up, bud? Do you have a message for us? He has something to say. Oh my god, Rach, you're getting close. He says, play more Nuzlocke. And I understand. Becca's first place, but I believe in you. I wanted a third Sunnyside, but that's okay. 17,000! 17,000! Okay, no, Rach, no, you can do it. If you get like 1,000,000 suck on a fireballs, you'll be fine. This is the thing, if you suck on 1,000,000 fireballs, you'll win. They don't tell you that, that's the way. Who doesn't love a good fireball? This music is rocking out, baby. What is happening? Like, dude, fuck yeah. Bear, no! I'll miss you. Everyone always has to leave. Yana, okay, alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Alright, 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 alright. Interesting. You could also play a video game on the stream at some point if we don't want to just watch Feems. I mean, the Feems will stay, but totally up to the vibe. Oh my god, Airy, Godspeed. Bear... There's so much... Why is that... It comes from inside of a body. Why is that... Why is that... What if it was cold? That's horrible. That'd be terrible. Camaro, welcome. The Feems. Why do we always end up here? Why do we always end up here? We're having, like, nice conversations, and now we're here. Timmy, shut up! Everyone shut up. Everyone shut up. I hate this. I've never hated anything like this in my life. Like, it's fine, but... Bear, you know? That's okay. Sometimes you just don't think about something, and then you're just like, wait a minute, you know? My mom and I are watching an old season of 90 Day Fiancé, and there's a trans guy in it, and he talks a lot about his surgery and what is possible for him with his surgery. And I'll be honest, I learned a lot of things also. I learned a lot. He's fantastic. He's great. Him and his relationship, they're having a great time. But they were talking about sex, and she was like, yeah, and I mean he even ejaculates, and I was like, huh? My mom and I both went, huh? At the same time. Learned a lot. Learned a lot of things. I didn't know that it was possible. I mean, it's not like the same, obviously, but the fact that there's like an equivalency is crazy. It fascinates me on a same. Becca, that's the thing. Like, I'm trying not to be too not safe for work. I'm trying to be like, but like, the same thing that that creates fluid when you have female genitalia, they take those glands and they hook them up to the fake phallus, and then... Isn't that crazy? It's incredible! I got excited. I was like, modern science is amazing. I didn't know that. Not exactly.
Crustacean hanging in there, I see.
Yeah, he's hanging in there, bud. It was honestly like really I love that he talked so candidly about it. I'd never heard someone talk so candidly about it, and the fact that I learned this on 90 Day Fiancé, crazy. I had a lot of assumptions about that surgery. The thing is, I feel like a lot of my assumptions about the surgeries were like a decade old. And obviously a lot has changed. So. Rach, yeah, that's the thing. My mom and I watch trash TV, and then suddenly Dairy the other one. I'm pretty sure. Though you can't, though though you can hook up that one. So that's the thing, right? He was talking about that. And he was like, so if you... Yana, so this is up for debate. It's not. It can be. Sometimes it sort of is, but then sometimes it also isn't. I'm always so confused about this. Like, there's so many things, but like, he basically said, and it made sense, that if you squirt before the surgery, then you will also after. And it will be more prominent. But if you don't, then you won't. And I was like, okay. Well, your bladder isn't connected to your, you know? Rach, yeah? No, wait, everyone pause. Rach, what? I'm learning so much about all of you. All at the same time. No, no one fish. Fishing is canceled. We're looking... We're looking at you directly. Wow, a turtle! Wow! Can you imagine a turtle? Oh, it's fine. I love learning things. Bear, that is the thing, huh? This is also why I don't do that. Everyone just started fishing again. They were like, oh god, oh Jesus. Yana and Rach fighting it out to the death. Triggerfish, that's me. I'm triggered. No, yeah. You're manifesting it? You're manifesting it? Alright, Bear, you have permission to talk about it. So you can talk about someone who won't be named who we don't know about. I mean, it's a mystery. Basil! Rach, you can't hide. You can't hide forever. Bear, I'm nodding. Entelepy. I've heard about this. I was actually wondering, as a curiosity thing,
is this a trout?
How, like, if you can even get bottom surgery without tea, because I know that that changes things, and without those changes, do they have anything to work with? You know what I'm saying? People do? Because like, I was wondering that. I was like, do you have to be on tea for like a while before you You know? Like, I feel like it'd be easier, for sure. Bear, I know this about you. Rach, I'm noticing that you're still here. Oh my god, I can't hear you. Wow. Okay, I've never heard the word clituation. Thinking about it, I didn't react to that immediately because I was, but like, incredible. Very powerful. Two of them. Wow. Yana, that's the thing, right? Feeling Moorish. Everybody we just went quiet. We're just like, okay. That big hot fish. Yeah, it's scarred hot fish. People really want to fuck that fish. Or be fucked by the fish? Unclear. Unclear sort of what they're imagining. It's on. You know? Hot voice character, it's on. It's over. Timmy, no, how could you? Timmy! So cruel. Ah! Think about that. Yeah, no, I'm like writing a list down of all the things that you want carnally. Where's your hear me out cake or whatever? Which kinks can we fish up from the pond? Everybody go. Just start listing your fetishes. I could drastically change the subject into something that happened to me that was really fucked up, but... Yana, I understand. Timmy, wow, let's talk about it. The birds and the bees. One time I read a fanfiction that wasn't even explicit and wasn't tagged as a fetish. And then I opened it and it was very, very, very clearly a fetish. And it was really upsetting. So...
Suck on a fireball!
What about sucking on a fireball? Yana, you're so shameless. I love it. I'm nodding. Becca? So I was like... So if you know me, you know that I love a good hurt comfort fanfiction. I love when a character is hurt or sick or crying, and then another character is taking care of them. It's one of my favorite soft things, and I was looking it up in a fandom that I was like, this is gonna be good. And I found one where a character was sick and had to be taken care of, and I was like, phenomenal. So I clicked it and I opened it. And I noticed immediately that the descriptions of the way in which this person was sick and like the noises that like their stomach were making and stuff was way more explicit than normal. Like, you know, like it's not like it, you know, way more explicit than normal. And I was like, huh, okay, this is actually grossing me out. Like this isn't just so, like you could immediately tell. And then I opened their AO3 and that was the only thing they wrote about. And I was like, understood. And then I went into their Tumblr and they even posted like videos of people with like, so, you know? And like, that's the thing, you gotta tag it. I don't give a shit, but just tag that it's a fetish. Tag that it's a fetish. I don't care, but just tag it. Please, God. Don't just be like, hurt comfort, sick fic, and then just like, don't do that. And then I go in and I'm like, oh my God. Like, don't do that. That's not what that is. Please. I always have to sleuth, Camaro, that's the problem. Every time I see something that is, I have to know. It's a curse. It's a curse. Upon my life. I have to know. If I see a fic tagged with weird shit, I will open it instantly. It's like, but this one was like, oh God, it shocked me and it really upset me. And then the thing is, I went back to find it, I think it was earlier this year, because I was like, I wonder how that person's doing. Like, I wonder if they've written, like, 100 more of these. And I did find the fic, and it had been orphaned. So, something happened to them. And I was like, okay. So Timmy, on the website, on the fanfiction website, Archive of Our Own, you make an account, you make a username, and you post your fanfiction or your username. And if at any point you decide that you don't want to claim ownership of that anymore, or you don't want it associated with you, you can orphan it. So it doesn't direct back to your account anymore. It just says made by orphan account. But it stays published, so people can still read it. So like if you don't want to delete it, but you don't want it associated, then yeah. Camaro, typically they just get worse. Yana, yeah, that's a big one, huh? When people are really small? Yeah, you can make it anonymous after publishing. And usually, if a fic is like, is published under a username and then you see it's been orphaned, you're like, something happened here. Like, you know?
Is this a trout?
They could be cringing. Maybe they got bullied. I don't know. You know? That's the thing. You can't unorphan. So it's a permanent decision that you make. You're just completely abandoning ownership. You like, because once you orphan it and it isn't in your account anymore, you can't delete it, you can't edit it, you can't do anything. So like, you are completely giving up ownership. It is just out there forever. You know? Oh, Rach, no. You can set it to anonymous, though. That's a different option, so that you can edit it. But orphaning it, it just puts it out there. I found a lot of stuff. I found a lot of stuff in that fandom that I...
Suck on a fireball!
Oh, Bear, Godspeed! Yana, I usually go... The thing is... I usually go most kudos, like, instinctively, but I have grown out of whatever people deem to be worth being popular these days. So, like, usually the most kudos fic in, like, new fandoms, I just fucking hate them. I'm just like, this sucks. So I can't win anymore. Then again, I could just be traumatized from the TMA fandom, so who knows? Rach, it's coming for you. Look out. Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, probably the trauma. I haven't... Have I even tried to read fic for a new fandom since TMA? I don't think so. I think it, like, literally fucked me up so bad that I just, like, gave up. Rach, welcome! God, Becca, that's nice. No, Rach, the TMA fandom and the way that the most popular fics and the way that it became inundated with children who just wrote, like, the worst, most stupid shit imaginable, and it had, like, tens of thousands of kudos. So, you go into the most kudos and you're like, okay, it's garbage. It's chat fic where they're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. These 30-year-old adult men. I agree, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Like, it didn't even feel like fan fiction at that point. It was just like, I don't even know where I am. It's fine. I remember being in a small fandom. I remember when I could reach the end of the tag. I got in there early, and now it's hell on earth. Every time I get into a fandom early, there's like a curse. There's like a curse. That's the thing, Yana, right? Like, I totally believe that people can do whatever they want, and as long as they're having fun, it's fine. But also, what about me? You know? What about me and my likes? Becca, I'll get in there. Maybe immediately. Maybe after the stream. Fuck it. I need something new to, like... And then I'm fixating on fucking... I'm fixating on a fucking Final Fantasy ship that's my own ship that I can't even do anything with. So it's like... I need something that's not just me in my brain. I hate... Yeah, no, I totally understand. Same. I think that's why... I don't want to go off on this tangent again. I feel like I complain about this all the time. I think that's why TMA betrayed me so much, because it's a podcast about people in their 30s, and yet the fandom was so young that they just wrote them like teenagers anyway. So it was like, I finally found a thing that's about people my age, like, that are like, that's like relatable to me, and I still lose. What about me? I don't care that you're celebrating. It should have happened to me. Etc., etc. Rach, not to... Can I traumatize you for a second? Are you in a situation to handle information that could hurt you? Oh, Yana, yeah. Big men. I was thinking we'll just say one sentence, but I don't want to... Rach and I share a past. Bonded forever. We're bonded forever through time and space, is the thing. Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. Rach, anyway, do you remember when the Widowford tag had 9 fics in it? Can you imagine? Do you remember when we were free and nice and everything in our life was okay before the incident? Becca, yeah. The incidents, plural. That's true. That's true. Oh, Yana, I don't know how to approach talking about this in a delicate way. I don't know how to approach. Rach and I met through someone who was not well. is kind of the best way that I can describe it. And they were, like, we had a little friend group. Yeah, Rach, I know. And they took fandom to a point that was absolutely unhealthily vile. And it was bad. But also they were a friend. So, you know, you wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, because they were a friend. And then, in that group, I was like, maybe you shouldn't. And then they convinced everybody that I was evil, and I was banished from the group. So that's about the simplest way that I can put that. Without going into like intense detail. But then, yeah. They treated real people like absolute garbage. Everything was politicized. It was fucked. Rach, no, don't feel guilty about that. I absolutely do not blame anybody for that. Like, but then like a year or two later, everybody in that friend group gathered together, and they were like, "Yeah, we all hate them now." And I was like, we could be friends again? And they were like, yeah, no, we fucking hate that guy. And I was like, yay! Yay! And now, yeah. Yeah. Right. That was like when at the very end of all things, when he came to me and he was like, he private DM'd me, and he was like, we need to talk about how your behavior is, like, making everybody uncomfortable. And I was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, shut the fuck up. What are you even talking about? I haven't done anything. And he was like, actually, you have done a lot of things, and I simply never spoke to him again. So. I want to go into detail so bad. It was so fucking cursed. But I don't want to name names. I don't want to, like, make people because whatever, the past is the past. But yeah, no, it was a lot of playing the victim. It was a lot of twisting people's words. Barney? My good friend Barney, who was convinced that the creators of the thing we liked wanted to fuck him. And everyone was like, wow, okay. And then Barney the dinosaur was like, actually, they hate me, and they're personally targeting me, and they're changing the thing that they're a part of to spite me and the things that I like, and everyone who doesn't like the things that I like wants to kill me. And when I was like, hey, Barney, I don't think people actually want to kill you, he was like, you don't know what it's like, and I'm protecting you from harm. And I was like, these people just don't like the ship you like. And he was like, no, they want me dead. I'm Barney the dinosaur, and they want me dead. And I was like, I can't be here anymore. Becca, they were unwell. This is the thing. I almost feel bad talking about it, even though I hate this person, because they were terrible. But, like, it was clearly, like, deep mental health issues, you know? So it's like, I do feel bad, but it was like, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, we became friends because they were normal at first. Like, they just wanted to talk about the ship that we both liked, and I was like, cool, a new friend and a new thing that I like, and I'm into that. And then And then it slowly descended into absolute madness, where they just, literally at one point, they were like, these people want me dead. They had one of their other friends going into other Discord servers for, like, other ships to spy on people, because they thought that, like, everybody who liked this other ship was literally stalking them. And like, it was just absolute, it was fucking crazy. And I was like, hey, this is crazy. I was like, this is fucking weird. Like, you shouldn't be like, what the fuck, calm down. And he was like, you just don't know, I'm protecting you. And I was like, I have to leave. But again, I liked the other people in this friend group, and I wanted to stay with them, and I felt that if I cut Barney the dinosaur out of my life, these people wouldn't be friends with me anymore. And eventually I just had to kind of make that decision, because I was like, I can't be here. Like, it all worked out though. Camaro, this was a real episode of Barney. You can find it on the deep web. They deleted it because they were like, why is Barney acting this way? It was crazy. Modern Barney gets modern issues, huh? And he's doing that thing, and yeah. When he messaged me at the end of all things, Barney the dinosaur was typing on his computer. When he messaged me at the end of all things and was like, we need to talk about your behavior and how you're splitting the group up, I spent 6 hours, because he messaged me at like 11 p.m. when I was going to bed, and I was like, I'm not doing this right now. I'm going to bed. So I woke up the next morning, and I spent 6 hours drafting a message to him that made sure I worded everything exactly the way I wanted to, and I was like, bud, none of this is about that. None of this is personal. I just, like, it's fine. Like, we're not, like, I was so careful, and I sent it, and immediately the response was basically, yeah, but, and just ignoring everything I said to be like, you're cherry picking the stuff that I'm saying. And I was like, this is never gonna work. I'm never gonna do it. And I just stopped talking to him forever. Like, I didn't even say anything. I was just like, what? What? To me, that's exactly what it was like. Oh, Yana, no. Timmy, this was in 2018? I think. It's funny. It's not a fresh wound. It's just something that's so... It's one of the most fucked up things that's ever happened to me. And it's just really weird to, like, talk about it. Like, it was basically last year, yeah. Like, it was just one of the most fucked up situations I've ever been in my life. Like, genuinely. Like, I was straight up in, like, an abusive relationship with this person for, like, over a year. Because, like, it was so bad. Like, I mean that in a friendship way. I just mean, like, genuinely, they made me so stressed all the time because I just wanted them to fucking relax. And then, like, it was to the point that, like, yeah, like Rach said, if you retweeted fan art on your Twitter, and the characters looked close and they didn't like that, they would DM you to be like, why did you retweet that? Why did you retweet that? Why did you do that? And, like, I would have cut them off sooner if it hadn't been for the fact that I liked the people they introduced me to. So I was like, if I end this relationship, I'll be ending all these other relationships, and I don't want to do that. And I was just like, I hate this. Oh, Becca, no. Yeah, it sucks, man. And the thing that sucks the most is that, like, my affiliation with this person also got me in shit with, like, other people in the fandom. Obviously, because they were infamous. So, like, people hated me for doing nothing, you know? And I was just like, oh my god. I'm sorry, Becca. Real life's even worse, though. I'm past that now. I'm way past that. Like, it's never happening to me again. You know? I got Rach in the divorce, and that's all I ever wanted. And now, I have all my stream friends, and I'm happy. So, at the end of the day, Bonnie the Dinosaur taught me a lot about the power of friendship. I got custody, okay? Oh, Becca, no. Yana, no, God. Everybody, no. We're all gathering together. We're all friends. I hate this image of Barney. I was gonna do a deep cut and call him Greg, and like no one would understand that but Rach, but like no, we'll stick with Barney. Becca, no! Becca, no! That's the thing. I reached a point in my life where when I see someone do like a public call-out post about like petty shit like that, I immediately assume the person posting is the insane one. It's not even a question. I'm just like, there's no justification for this. Okay. Taking it back a layer, we are currently sitting on twitch.tv, the game streaming platform, looking at an empty fishbowl on a screen and talking about abuse. Really, it really makes you think. No. This is the podcast. What do you mean? This is the podcast. You're listening. We're speaking. I know that you have to be paying attention because you have to read the chat, so you can't just, like, listen, but, you know. I made a friend through that experience with Barney the Dinosaur, who then later accused me of hating women and sex workers because I said that I don't like reading fics where characters are sex workers. So don't make friends. Don't. Timmy? That's powerful, actually. People who get too into fandom, they gotta go. They gotta go. Yana, exactly. Becca, no! God! Becca! No! And for what? Rex, that's the thing. I mean, I feel like we've all been there. I feel like we've all gotten super invested in fandom before, and I totally understand that. But we are adults now, and if someone makes a tweet being like, I don't like reading fanfiction where this character is a sex worker, and then someone you think is a friend DMs you and is like, why do you hate women? It's over. Like, you're 30 years old. What are you talking about? Oh my god, Becca. Okay, Rex, actually being super invested in like a faction in World of Warcraft's really powerful. No, Becca! The irony of this person doing this to me was that this is a person who helped talk me into not being friends with Barney, because we would have long discussions about the fact that, that people who took fandom too seriously were bad, and that you shouldn't take fandom too seriously. So when they DM'd me taking fandom too seriously, I was like, huh? Rach, it was Andy who Barney once got mad at for posting fan art where the wrong character was subbing in the relationship, and Barney was like really mad about it. Do you remember that? Oh my god. Becca! It keeps getting deeper. Yeah, Yana, Barney was very... I can't do the whole Barney thing. It's really killing me. It's really killing me. Barney the dinosaur was really into one character being the submissive in the relationship, and if anyone implied otherwise, he would take it like super personally and like literally accuse you of being homophobic. Barney the dinosaur! Yana, for the reason that he was unwell, and he was projecting his own feelings onto the character, you know? Which is always a good start. When you project onto a fictional character and you're like, this person's me and they have to act like me or you're homophobic, that's how you know. Becca, I love you. I'm sorry that this happened to you. That's the thing. Just say that you can, and just get over it. Just say it with your whole chest, instead of pretending that you're on some fucking political, like, soapbox. Like, fuck me. Sometimes I think about the tweets that Barney the dinosaur made, and how he would get dragged to hell and back, and then be like, oh my god, the homophobia. Oh my god. And it's like, Barney the dinosaur. The threads. The long threads. Oh, Timmy, absolutely insane victim complex. Like I said, he literally thought when people, like, made fun of him on Twitter that they wanted to kill him. Becca, I like talking to you. I'm glad you're here. If that hadn't happened, I wouldn't even know you. Think about that. That's crazy. I don't like that. A Becca-less world? Unacceptable. No, Yana, good luck. Barney saved me. Oh, also, for people, just as a little incredible news, 2 people from the Barney gang, after they told him to fuck off, they got married. So, Barney the dinosaur. Rach went to their wedding. That's the thing, Becca. They did some. That's the thing, right? I try to recontextualize everything. Like, if I hadn't have met Barney, I wouldn't know Rach. So, like, it doesn't mean that suffering was, like, worth it. I wish I hadn't suffered. But, like, you know. I got Rach. I can't imagine not knowing Rach. That's unacceptable. Like, I can't imagine not knowing Becca. Internet friendships are just crazy. They're crazy! The little plants, little buds growing out of the cement. I'm trying to remember if I ever got called out in a fandom space. I got subtweeted a lot in the TMA fandom, but I think that's about it. That's the thing, Becca, right? Friends! It was terrible, but in return, friends. Wow, this song is making me vibe. That's the thing. I was in a really comfortable spot in the Supernatural fandom where, like, I was popular enough that, like, people sent me asks and they were nice about it, but, like, not popular enough that people went on, like, a witch hunt about me specifically. So, except for that one person who I will never forget, who sent me an ask once that was just like, you're just like all the other American trash who belong in the dumpster. And I was like, I'm Canadian. God. I don't even know what they were responding to. I don't know what they even meant. Like, it was just, it was crazy. Like, Becca, you could have just sent yourself asks on Anonymous, like a lot of people did. Send yourself anon hate, and then be like, no, my God, if only someone would tell me that they loved me. If only people would rally to tell me that they love me. It worked for a lot of people, so. Timmy, were you not here when I told the story about that person that I caught doing that? And it was like... Yeah, Becca. Of course, yeah. Timmy, yeah, there was this person that I followed on Tumblr, and again, I was like 16 when I was on Tumblr, so I was a naive little child who was very empathetic, and they were getting a lot of anonymous hate messages being like, you fucking die, you suck at everything, you're never going to achieve your dreams, you suck, I hate you. And they were like, no, and I cried over this. I didn't even know this person, but I was so sad that people could be so cruel that I cried. And then they took a screenshot of their like inbox being like, look at how many messages there are. And they'd forgotten to turn anonymous on for one of them, and you could see that they were sending them to themselves. So, because they wanted people to be like, no, I love you so much. All in a day's work. Yana, what a deep cut! If James Somerton ever showed up in this chat, I would bully him so violently that he would, like, never return. It would be unimaginable, the amount of things that I could say. Becca, yeah. That was people's, like, go-to on the internet. When they were being bullied or they were, like, sad, they were just like, then I'll die! Like, instantly. They were like, I'm really gonna do it this time. Every time. Oh my god, Fortune. No, Becca. You're bringing back memories that I had long since buried. Memories of a past that I remember not. Yana, as it should have been. The sacred texts. This is what it was all about. Obsessing over BBC Sherlock and not spending $1,000 to go to a supernatural convention that was really underwhelming. Like 4 times. Jesus Christ. Tumblr's the first place I ever got actually involved. I used to stalk live journal communities for FicRecs and stuff like that, and then Supernatural got me bad. It got me bad. But I met, like, literally every person that I know online, pretty much. So, I refused to submit to the, like, oh my god, Supernatural was cringe. No, it wasn't. It was good. For a long time, it was good. It was a good television show. And then it got absolutely fucking horrendous. But for a while, it was good, okay? Everybody too ashamed to admit that is a coward. I went through that phase. Where I was like, once I got out of this SPN fandom, I was like, oh my god, it was so bad and so cringy all the time. And like, no, absolutely I refuse. I had to watch the cave scene of season like 13, and like, you compare the cave scene to like season 4, and it's like, oh my god, no, the show was good, dude. Jesus. I miss live tweeting the later seasons of Supernatural because they were just so fucking horrendous. Yana, you saved yourself. I kept watching because it was funny. Like, I kept watching the show to live tweet deep into it. At this point, I kind of hated it. Like, I didn't do it out of love. I was doing it because it was comical. Season, like, 8 and 9 were fun, I think. Like, I think that the show was still fun during 8 and 9, because the purgatory thing was, like, great for me, and for the fandom, and for everyone personally. But then, everything dissolved. It just devolved into hell. And then... Rach, listen, the summer of the hiatus when Dean and Cass went to purgatory, fucking peak, dude. Holy shit. Perfect, beautiful, powerful. I think the Tumblr that's just a giant gif of them hugging is still up. Wait. What was it called? No! Was it 8, like... What episode was it? Yep. It's still up, baby. It's still up, baby! Alex, welcome! Don't you need to be... When are you leaving? I closed the music! No, the vibe! No! No, the vibe! Oh, the silence. Oh my god, the silence. Alex, I totally understand. Oh my god, the silence. No, save me. Wait. Oh, fuck. Oh god. Oh, jeez. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Yana, Benny. A lot of Benny hate in the fandom. I remember that. Oh, Alex, soon. The perfect time for you to listen to the Magnus Archives. I'm kidding, but I love you. Have fun. Have a smooth trip. Yana, oh my god, that shit rocked my world. When I didn't even know that I'm so happy for them. That was such a sweet story of like them being like, I don't even think I'm gay, I'm just like in love. That was so cute. Oh my god. True love can bloom on the battlefield. One day, we should as a family watch the Supernatural pre-finale episode where they push God to the ground and they kick him. They beat him up and then he dies. Alex, I'm looking. They kill God, they turn God, well no, they turn God mortal. They turn God into a human man, and then his grandson becomes God and is like, anyway, peace out. and then he goes up to heaven, and then Dean gets put on a spike. Bear, welcome! Bear and Airy have returned. We're talking about the hit CW show Supernatural. Oh my god, Alex. Okay. You have to watch Dean get put on the spike. You didn't watch them kill God. You have to. Everyone has to watch the fucking cave scene from season, I think it was 13, where Gabriel comes back and then Sam gets killed by a vampire in a cave and everyone just stands around watching him get killed and no one does anything. It's my favorite thing. It is so fucking funny. Alex, that has a certain je ne sais quoi to it. I understand. Yana, Gabriel was my favorite character. Woof, do I have things to say about the circumstances for which they brought him back. Woof, do I have things to say, but bark bark. Loved that guy. Loved that guy for sad reasons. And then the fandom did not like him for sad reasons. The fandom liked him for haha silly goofy man reasons. And I was like, I fucking hate you. I hate you. And I want you dead. And then they brought him back and then they killed him again. So it was really good. Yana, I met Richard a couple times at conventions. He was a guy. I mean, technically I met everybody, but like, I don't know how much you really count meeting someone if it's just like... Gabriel did, Alex. Listen. Listen. Fuck you. I'm gonna fight you in the pit. I'm triggered. I'm not even invested in that shit anymore, but I'm triggered. No, I'm kidding. That's the only instance in my whole life where the smaller guy has to... Anyway, whatever. Listen, I had a lot of opinions. I had a lot of opinions about Gabriel that I guess are still dormant in my brain, and I'm realizing that now. Because he was like the first Blorbo. Baby's first Blorbo. Yeah, Yana, I mean, I got Richard's autograph a couple times, but I also did a meet and greet with him one year, and I barely said anything, because I didn't know how to speak in a group of people. Yana, I'm the opposite, unfortunately, and the new trend of everyone thinking the big guy has to sub has cursed me specifically, and it's really upsetting. Once again, I'm happy for you. Just what about me? That's kind of the mood for me, you know? I'm happy for you. What about me? This is also why I couldn't get along with Barney. This is all I couldn't get along with Barney, bringing that back, because he was like, big man sub, and I was like, I'll fucking kill you. Anyway. Okay. I'm calm. I'm so calm. Alex, did you ship Sabriel? I don't remember this. We weren't close enough for this. Becca, I'm so happy for you. Who will think of Becca, you know? Yana's just honest, and we respect that. Again, I respect everybody's choices. Who will think of us? Who will think of everyone? I'm trying to remember like any like actual notable incidents of me meeting the cast of Supernatural, but there really wasn't any. I met Felicia Day, and I was wearing a shirt that Charlie was going to wear in an episode that hadn't aired yet, which was incredible, and she got really excited about it. It was very cute. She was like, oh my god, and I was like, what? I think I still have that shirt, actually. I think I saved it because it... even though I don't wear it anymore. Yeah, Alex, I understand. I went down a deranged path where Sabriel became my whole personality, which was unfortunate because everybody betrayed me. And then I read a fic that changed my life, and then that author also betrayed me. And then all I did was get betrayed. Who will think of me? That was just a real fish that you saw. Becca, see, that kind of thing fascinates me, and I really love that. I just have literally, like, my type is literally, like, size difference and personality, and like I have an OC with Eva because we roleplay OCs. I've mentioned this before, and he is a giant like 6'5" man, and I think about the fact that if he were unleashed into fandom, he would be the bottom, and I get so upset. I get so upset about it. I'm like, that's my guy. Big man, he's a big boy man, as they say. Yana, I'm nodding. The thing is that that was my whole thing, was that I made Peter big because I was like, I need him to talk. Rach, of course. I was like, make Peter top, make him big. Elias small, Peter big. And then, you know what? I succeeded, actually. That was my one time. Alex, and look at us now! Twist and Shout bringing us together. Rach, yeah, it is. Are you feeling that? Yeah. Okay, I want to ask you. I've been curious about that because it so closely relates to my own experience, but... my lips are sealed. Have you discussed this with said person? In a hypothetical sense? Okay. Don't worry, I can relate to that as well. Who needs to say anything? Bear, that's such a mood. The thing is, I feel like the line really crosses. Not to be too, you know, but I feel like when you talk in depth to someone about two characters fucking for 10 years, it's difficult to separate that. No, that I'm the 10 years. I'm the 10 years. Rach is not the 10 years. I am. I don't know if Rach has done that specifically, but for me, like Eva and I, role-playing characters, when you role-play in depth, just characters getting into the horny, and you're just like having these moments with someone, it's like, this can't be platonic, right? Like, this can't be normal that we're doing this. Rach, I'm nodding. Oh, Yana, it's okay. It takes some getting used to if you're actually interested. If you actually want to, like, it's not for everyone, but if you genuinely do want to try it, like, you know, it takes some, you know, that's okay. Video James. Becca, yeah. I definitely had that experience, which is why the first D&D character I ever made barely spoke and was like the most opposite of me person ever, because I was like, I want to experience, I don't want to feel like I'm responsible for any of this. I don't want to feel like it's me even a little bit. But then Bear. And that kind of helped me, though that character was crazy and did horrible things to my vocal cords because I gave him the deepest voice I could physically do, and I almost died. So I've changed. I've gotten more comfortable role-playing over the years, for sure. Also, medication has helped me, I gotta be honest, with the whole nervousness thing. Rach, no, reuse. No, reuse. Take them back. Eva and I did that. The first characters that Eva and I ever made for D&D were with a person who ended up being fucked. Again, not to bring in more drama, but they ended up being fucked. And they fucked up our whole friend group, and they ended the campaign, and those characters felt tainted. And a couple years ago, we brought them up, we redid their whole character sheet. We kind of like made them their own thing, and then even made them cameo in the game that we were playing with our other friends, which was so funny. My character was inside of a whale, and then he met everyone else. It was so... what a time to be alive. One day, God, it was like Jonah. One day, I know that I have to run the Humblewood game. The problem with the Humblewood game is now I've put it off, and I'm having that paralysis where I feel so guilty for putting it off that I'm afraid to bring it up. And now I need to I'm just like, oh God. I think about it and I just feel guilt. Like, just, I just feel shame, and like, that's not helpful. Alright, that's a good point. Yeah. Rach, I'm glad. I know everybody gets it. That's the thing. It's just like some stupid little me thing, you know? I want everyone's guys to bed. I want to play a little guy. Alex, you've been doing a great job. And I'm not just saying that, like, literally. Like, it's been so fun. It's been so great. I love all of the guys. I love the world. I'm so happy. Alex has been DMing for the first time. We're dragon riders. They made a dragon riding campaign. They made a whole world with OCs, and I'm playing a guy who's kind of an asshole, which has been really kind of nerve-wracking for me, but it's been fun. He's not an asshole, he just doesn't like talking to people very much. Which makes him come off as an asshole, which makes me feel weird, because I'm like, I don't want to be, but it's fine. Yeah. Ah! He's always around, he's always watching, always waiting. It's very funny having that campaign run alongside Eva's campaign where I play a character totally opposite. I don't have to be the mediator anymore! Oh my god. One time, a couple years ago, our friend Claire, like, took our characters that we play in D&D games and, like, compared them and found what, like, our common sort of, like, tropes were and stuff and, like, our positions between our characters, and I was the mediator, and I was like, fuck. That's so true. That's so true. I'm always the person that's trying to be like, I'll talk to the NPCs, I'll talk to like, I'll try to fix the problems, I'll try to like, it's like, it's so instinctive to me. And like, this time, I won't be doing that, which is crazy. The psychology of it all. I felt so called out. To me, that's the thing. I did have high charisma, but like, it's also just like, it's just an instinct of mine to like, try to resolve issues between people, to try to fix things, to try to be like, why don't we do this? To try to like, oh my god. Yana, I've seen GIFs of it. It's beautiful. It really is. I may have to end stream. I mean, it's getting close anyway, but a little bit early because my mom is bringing Popeyes as a little treat to consume chimkin. So I'm very excited for that. And I don't know when she's getting here. I think it's soon. So I'm so excited to consume chimkin. I think I'll do that. How many fish are left? 6 Feemsh. Okay, when this Feemsh are over, we flee into the night. I ate Popeyes for the first time because everything I say today is such weird lore. My friends and I were watching Naked and Afraid, and they were eating cooked, like, alligator with their hands, and we were like, I need to eat meat with my hands. So we ordered so much Popeyes because we didn't know what else we could, like, order in that kind of fit that niche. And now I love Popeyes. So, watching people who are starving just like eat like smoked meat, just like it emerged, a feralness emerged, okay? It ignited something in me. I don't know what to tell you. I have no excuses anymore. Today has been like lore drop after lore drop after lore drop. Nuggy. I knew it would be this. I really liked today, though. It was so fun. I had such a good time. I love just hanging out with you guys. What if we never game again? What if this is just the whole... Like, I don't even know what we're gonna do tomorrow. I like talking with my friends. We should have, like, Fishing Fridays or something. I think we should do that. Or, like, monthly, whichever, you know. But... Bear, that's so... It's like fishing, but then there's danger. That's exactly what it is. Let me close this, because no more Feemsh. No! Rex, no! No, I'm sorry. No! No, it's closed, so you can't see. It's over. I'm sorry. I want to go and wait for my mom. We can do a multiplayer mayhem. I want to play games with friends lately. I want to just, like, I don't know. I like hanging out. Maybe we'll do more of this. Maybe we'll just fucking do a Nuzlocke tomorrow. Who knows what's up, okay? I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you very much. I will see you very much. I love you very much. I will see you. Goodbye!